So according to Monica, you shouldn't say inappropriate things in front of fans whether you're joking or not, right? Well then why did you go on that tirade and say that you and Ron Toy have like an explosive sex life or something? Wasn't that in front of your fans on Twitter? So a lot of people in the comments of my last video, you know, the jelly bean one, were like, you know, there's no way that this whole thing is because of a jelly bean. There's no way that Monica Rial got this upset over this jelly bean story. There's just no way, right? So many people were in disbelief. I'll admit the story even baffled me as well. And I was like, all right, well, I told everyone that is what I heard, that's what Nick Rekieta said, and that's what the sources that Nick Rekieta has been consulting have been telling him. So obviously, we didn't know 100% for sure, and it was just a story at the time, but now Monica Rial has, she's confirmed this jelly bean story. So, a lot of people confronted her about the jelly bean thing. This person is speaking in support of her, but they were just saying that, you know, there's no way this whole Funimation investigation was over this jelly bean story, which I never stated. I don't know which YouTubers have stated that. I said that it's possible, but obviously I know that Monica Rial has accused Vic Mignogna of other things, like that whole hotel incident. So I knew from the beginning that this whole thing wasn't because of the jelly bean. I simply made the point that the jelly bean story should not have factored into this whole sexual harassment thing. But anyways, so Monica Rial said, surprise, it wasn't, like this person brought up the jelly bean story and then said, you know, it wasn't, that's not the reason the whole Funimation investigation happened. Monica said, surprise, it wasn't. However, it was one of many examples I gave of inappropriate behavior. Inappropriate behavior. So again, for those of you guys that didn't watch my last video, be sure to go check it out, but I'll just summarize it quickly here. Vic and Monica were at a convention. Monica either offered Vic a jelly bean or Vic asked her for a jelly bean. She signed her name on it and then she gave it to him and then he ate it and said, now I can say I've eaten Monica Rial, or something along the lines of that, right? That is not inappropriate at all in my eyes. I just think that's a friendly joke. Monica Rial has called Vic Mignogna a dear friend and an awesome person. So if you can't take that type of joke from a dear friend, then maybe that friend isn't as dear as you say that they are. But anyway, somebody responded and said, I'm pretty sure it was a joke about eating your signature. I ate Monica Rial as in your name. And, you know, Monica said, joke or not, it was inappropriate and was said in front of fans. Like I said, that was just one example and honestly the most tame. So she acknowledges that even if it was a joke, it was inappropriate and it was said in front of fans. So that shouldn't have happened, right? So according to Monica, you shouldn't say inappropriate things in front of fans whether you're joking or not, right? Well then why did you go on that tirade and say that you and Ron Toy have like an explosive sex life or something? Wasn't that in front of your fans on Twitter? What about that? What you're gonna say maybe you were joking, but like you just said, joke or not, it was inappropriate. And I don't think you were joking. I think you were really trying to brag how amazing your sex life is with Ron Toy, which nobody cares. No offense, Monica. So just comparing those two stories side by side, the thing where she went on a tirade about how her and Ron Toy have amazing sex and the thing that she's accusing Vic of, this is pretty hypocritical, I'm not gonna lie. And there was some other thing where she like apparently revealed information from a private investigation by saying I contacted Sony, and then Nick Rekieta was like, I never mentioned Sony. You made a mistake by mentioning Sony, because Monica Rial was accusing him of releasing information from a private investigation. I guess that could kind of be considered hypocritical. I don't really want to get too much into this situation, but I did want to briefly cover it because a lot of people have been tweeting me about it. But anyways, Monica Rial also said something like this in response to someone, and she said something like, the YouTubers are making money off of me and they're not about to stop now. I guess she's referring to people like me who covered this situation. I mean, I can't speak for other YouTubers and how they behave in their videos, but I've always been pretty nice and respectful to everyone that I've covered. Ron Toy, I got really mad at him one time because he was making fun of that kid's English and the way he was typing. That's just not cool. In my opinion, as I said in that video, that kid could have had a mental disability. English could have not been their first language or something like that, you know what I mean? But even with Monica, I've made a lot of videos covering her, let's be real, ridiculous behavior, and I haven't been like, oh, you're a bitch, I hate you, nor have I ever sent harassment towards her. That's just not my style. I mean, I think that we should not send harassment towards anyone. I just cover Monica Rial's ridiculous behavior on Twitter because people want me to do that. I'm gonna give my subscribers what they want. If you want to call that YouTubers making money off of you, then fair enough. I mean, that's your opinion, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So the point of this video is that Monica Rial confirmed the jelly bean story, and honestly, I just find that really funny. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. See you guys later.